About 150 people, including dozens of children, are displaced after that motel was shut down today. As WRAL's Destiny Patterson reports, the community came together to help them move out with just a few days' notice.
Many of the guests that I spoke to here today say that they've been staying here for months or even years. But now, because of the conditions here, roughly 150 people are faced with the challenge of finding a permanent place to stay. Do not enter, plastered in green, outside the place many have called home.
We don't know what's going to happen next.
An uncertainty that's packed in the trash bags that carry their personal belongings.
We just all confused.
Guests had a noon deadline to leave the 121 motel. That's when energy crews came and cut the power to the property. While some guests didn't want to leave, the city and the state say it's not safe.
This condition right here, they cannot stay. We was told the kids been getting sick here.
One guest told me a sick child was taken to the hospital. The medical staff believe the illness was linked to black mold. The Department of Health and Human Services says an awning fell at the motel back in April. That's when inspectors found multiple health violations. They say the motel manager didn't tell its guests that they were supposed to leave. Instead of weeks, they had days.
They basically only had about a day and a half to get this organized.
That's where these volunteers come in, offering rides and getting essentials from the store.
And let them know they're not alone and just offer them some hope.
Churches and community groups are working to find them a more permanent, stable place to stay.
I mean, these people, although they had a roof over their head, they were kind of right next to it. And so now that roof has evaporated, we don't want them to turn into a homeless statistic.
A statistic, Parham says, can happen anywhere.
We can't keep turning a blind eye to homelessness. It doesn't affect just Raleigh, it certainly affects small towns too.
Destiny Patterson, WRAL News, Vance County.
Right now, a former middle school gym is being used as a temporary shelter for the more than 100 people who have been displaced here. The city spokesperson saying that the space will be available for them for only about a week.